Hello. In today's video, we will be ranking all of California's ski areas from biggest to smallest. Anyway, let's get right into it. Oh, right. I have a guest today here. EHP, the skiing unicorn. Shh, quiet. It's not your part yet. Let's get right into it. The largest ski area in California is not really a surprise, being Palisades Tahoe, which is actually two separate mountains, Palisades and Alpine Meadows, connected by a long base-to-base gondola. Palisades is world famous for its gnar, chutes, extremes, etc. It has almost endless lines to ski and has been an expert's haven for skiing for a very long time. So much so that a book was written about it, Squallywood by Rob Gaffney. Palisades Tahoe, between its two mountains, have 6,000 skiable acres and a vertical drop of 2,850 feet. Second place is Heavenly, which in terms of its views of Lake Tahoe, it certainly is. But besides that, it's known for its vast groomers, odd layout, Monte Canyon Zone, and Heavenly is also located in two states, California and Nevada. Heavenly altogether is 4,800 skiable acres and has a 3,500 foot vertical drop, the most in California.
Ooh, that's steep. Thank you, Link, for letting me out of your basement. That gag made it hard to breathe, so maybe tie it a little lighter next time. I'm your hostage, not your next murder victim. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh yeah, ski resort sizes. And can you please not hold that gun so close to my head? The barrel is way too cold. Okay, so where do I start? Oh yeah, Mammoth. With its 3,500 acres of terrain, it's the third largest ski resort in Cali, and it has the vert to match that huge footprint. 3,150 vert, and about half of that is bone-curdling and blood-chilling steeps. North Star, known worldwide as Flat Star, known by locals as Stave of Sparkles! Away. It has a total footprint of 3,170 acres and 2,280 vert. This mountain sure is something to write home about. But why would you write home about a mountain this bad? Well, it's to tell your family and loved ones to not come to this mountain. That's why. Stay away. Don't come.
Okay, now we're done with AHP for a bit. Fifth is Kirkwood, yet another expert's paradise. Kirkwood is famous for its many chutes. The legendary Wall and Cornice Express serve many of these chutes. If you know what hard chute is, be careful. Kirkwood has 2,300 skiable acres and a relatively short 2,000 foot vertical drop. In sixth place is Sierra at Tahoe, which is slightly farther from the lake than the other Tahoe ski areas. Sierra was known for its tree skiing until the devastating Caldor fire in 2021, which destroyed a majority of the ski area. It reopened in 2022 and now has expansive bowls and some burnt trees. Sierra has 2,000 skiable acres and a 2,212 foot vertical drop. Seventh is Bear Valley, which is a slept-on ski area compared to a lot of other California ski areas. Bear Valley has a very odd layout, with the main terrain having a really short vertical drop, and the Grizzly Chair serving lower mountain extremes, and the village side having no lift service out. You have to take a bus out. Bear Valley has 1,680 skiable acres and an often misleading vertical of 1,900 feet.
Maybe we should name that one.
Help. He locked me back in his basement. He tied the gag too loose, though, so I can talk a bit. I've been writing poems to keep my mind off this situation, and I'll recite you one now about the love of my life. Sugar Bowl. Oh, my sexy Sugar Bowl. So small, but so strong. With 1,650 acres of skiable terrain and 1,500 vert, this little boy packs a big surprise. EHP out. Oh god, he found me. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. June Mountain, I love it. Peak Rankings hates it. And it lives in the shadow of Mammoth. But it does hold its own on some things. With a total acreage of 1,500 and an impressive vertical of 2,545, it sure can hold its own. Okay, Link, I said my part. Can you untie me now? What was that about burning the steak? You know I'm a bad cook. Wait, what's that wooden post for?
10th is Homewood, which has an incredibly good view of Lake Tahoe. It's literally sitting on the shores of it. But Homewood is relatively small, doesn't have much terrain, and has made some really weird decisions lately, like insane ticket prices and also a slight attempt to try to go private. Homewood has 1,260 skiable acres and a 1,650-foot vertical drop. 11th is China Peak, which is located near Huntington Lake in the Central Sierras. It's a quiet local hill for those in Fresno and in the Central Valley. It's also known for a large snowmaking system. China Peak has 1,200 skiable acres and a 1,700-foot vertical drop. 12th is Dodge Ridge, which also mainly serves as a local mountain for those in the Central Valley, but is closer to Modesto and Stockton. It is focused on family skiing and is a popular option for those not wanting to drive all the way to Tahoe from the Bay Area. It has 862 skiable acres and a 1,600-foot vertical drop. 13th is Shasta Ski Park, which is located in the isolated northern part of the state, along the slopes of Mount Shasta. The old Shasta Ski Bowl was located above tree line on the actual mountain, but was relocated after a devastating avalanche destroyed the main ski area. Shasta Ski Park has 635 skiable acres and a 2,036-foot vertical drop. 14th is Mount Baldy, which is a really cool historic ski area with the oldest ski lifts in Southern California. It's just in the San Antonio Mountains, just above the Inland Empire, and has served as a pretty good option for those in SoCal. It serves the most challenging terrain you'll find in SoCal and has 600 skiable acres and a 2,100-foot vertical drop.
He was not talking about burning steak. He almost set me on fire. Thankfully, I escaped, and now I'm hiding in his neighbor's backyard. While I'm here, I might as well tell you about the Scranch, also known as Donner Ski Ranch by boring people. Anyway, with 500 acres and 750 vert of pure nostalgia, this resort lets you step back in time to a point when skiing was actually about skiing, in not expensive villages in designer ski suits. I love the Scranch, and you should too, and if you get a chance, go to the Scranch. Hey, I think that would be a pretty good motto. What's next? Oh my god, no, it can't be. We turned a skate park into a ski resort? In the midst of more druggies and trash? And people steal your gear there? We must have made it to Boreal! With 380 acres and 500 feet of vert, this little guy packs a park-filled punch. Also, it's in its Cedar Ridge pod, it has some really fun tree skiing. And despite what it sounds like, I do love this mountain. It's my ski team's home mountain, and I'm proud to call it that.
17th is Snow Summit, which is one of the most popular ski areas in SoCal. It is also known for sitting on Big Bear Lake, and being a part of the Big Bear Mountain Resort. Snow Summit is the largest of the 3 Big Bear resorts and has a decent variety of terrain and can get crowded. It has 240 skiable acres and a 1,200-foot vertical drop. 18th is Snow Valley, which is farther from the lake than the other Big Bear Mountain resorts, but Snow Valley is known for being a beginner and intermediate-oriented mountain, and a very narrow footprint. Snow Valley is also the oldest California skier, one of the oldest, founded in 1937, which is really old. Snow Valley has 230 skiable acres and a shorter 1,041-foot vertical drop.
So, he found me. And I don't think he's too happy I ran away. I'm gonna spend what might be some of my last moments alive telling you about Soda Springs. See, I've never actually skied here before, but it looks pretty fun. It's got 200 acres and 652 vertical drop, so it's small, but it's a good beginner mountain and just looks pretty fun. Anyway, I hear him coming this way now. I think this might be the end of me, but remember, subscribe to EHP, the skiing unicorn.
Okay, good. I'm done with EHP. Okay, 20th is another Big Bear Mountain Resort. Wow, 3 for 3. Bear Mountain is the most expert and park-oriented of the 3. It is close to Snow Summit, and his most famous run is Geronimo, which is famous among SoCal ski areas. Big Bear Bear Mountain has a 198 skiable acre footprint and a 1,665 foot vertical drop. 21st is Mount Waterman, which is a small local SoCal ski area on the Angeles Crest. It rarely opens, and I mean like rarely. It last opened in 2024, but recently a landslide hit the base of the baselift, and the future of the ski area looks murky. Waterman has 150 skiable acres and a 1,030 foot vertical drop. 22nd is Mountain High East. Wow, more SoCal. Mountain High is like Big Bear Mountain, which is 3 separate mountains, but the north one we're not going to mention today because it hasn't opened in years. They're all very close together and located further west in Big Pines. Mountain High East is the most advanced one, but also, unfortunately, has the most variable openings. It has very sparse snowmaking compared to the western resort, so its terrain is open much less often. But Mountain High East has a 130 skiable acre footprint and a 1,600 foot vertical drop. 23rd is Mountain High West, just west of the East Mountain. That's confusing. West is the main beginner and intermediate mountain of the three, and has the only terrain parks. West has 122 skiable acres and a 1,000 foot vertical drop. 24th is Tahoe Donner, which is often forgotten in the midst of North Star and the other Donner Mountains. It is located in a subdivision in Truckee and is known for being a small, low-key family mountain, a place to learn. It has 120 skiable acres and a 600 foot vertical drop. 25th is Badger Pass, which is actually located inside of Yosemite National Park. It is a small local hill inside the park and isn't very well known. It has 90 skiable acres and an 800 foot vertical drop. 26 is Alta Sierra, which is a small hill in the southern part of the Sierras, just north of Lake Isabella. A small hill that is family friendly and only operates on weekends and holidays. It has 80 skiable acres and a 600 foot vertical rise. 27th is Coppervale, which is a small local hill north of Tahoe by Lake Allamore. It has 50 skiable acres and a respectable 700 foot vertical drop, considering how small it is. 28th is Cedar Pass, which is located very far north by Cedarville, California. It, again, is a small local hill and only has 49 skiable acres and a 450 foot vertical drop. In 29th is Kingvale, which just sits on I-80 west of the Donner Resorts, just a couple miles. It is a very small mountain, served by 2 magic carpets. It's only 11 skiable acres and has a 200 foot vertical drop, but it actually is cool because it sits on the abandoned remains of an old ski area, which is kind of cool. Yeah. In 30th, which is last place, is Grinnellbakken, Tahoe, which is a small ski hill just near Lake Tahoe. It's known for its local vibe, being overshadowed by its neighbors, and just overall being tiny. It has 9 skiable acres and a 300 foot vertical drop. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a good day. Thank you to EHP, the Skiing Unicorn, the Skiing Nerd, Duck, and Ishan K for providing footage for this video. And I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos. Bye.